This video is going to show you the steps of how to do long division. And I put up here at the top the steps that we've gone through: divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. And so we're going to start with this problem right here. So we have 96 divided by 6. So the very first thing we do is divide. So we say how many groups of 6 will go into 9. And I hope that you have said 1. One group will go in there. So we're going to write a 1 up here. And then the next step is to multiply. We multiply 1 times 6. And 1 times 6 is what? I hope you've said it is 6. So we write that down here. And, excuse me, next we subtract 9 minus 6. And 9 minus 6 is 3. So we're going to draw our line, and we're going to write our 3 right down here. I'm sorry I have to take so many steps to do this. We're going to write our 3 right down here. And then the next step is to bring down. We bring this 6 down, and we're going to place it right here next to this 3. So then this is 36. And our next step is divide. We go back to the top. We keep doing the steps one after the other until we are finished. So then we say divide. 6 goes into 36. How many groups of 6 are in 36? And if you think about it, 6 times 6 would be 36. So there's 6 groups of 6 in 36. So we're going to put that 6 right up there. So we place that up there. And then our next step after divide is multiply. And what are we going to multiply? We're going to multiply this 6 times this 6. We're always multiplying a number up here by the divisor, this one out here. So we did this one earlier. Now we have to do this one. 6 times 6. And what is 6 times 6? Well, it is 36. So we're going to write that right here. This is going to be interesting if I can do this with my little tool here. So there's our 36. And then our next step is to subtract. So we're going to do 36 minus 36. And when we do that, we're going to get 0. I'm going to do that in one step. So 36 minus 36 is 0. We do not have another number to bring down, so we are finished. So our final answer is 96 divided by 6 is 16. And as I've told you in class, it's a little bit like a ladder. We start up here, we move down, we subtract, then we divide with this number, we subtract, and we end up with this number right here, which happens to be a 0. We're going to learn later about remainders. So let's try it one more time with 84 divided by 4. The first thing we ask ourselves is how many groups of 4 will go into 8? And how many groups of 4 will go into 8? Have you figured that out? I hope you said it's 2. So we'll put our 2 right up there, right above this 8. And our next step is to multiply. So we multiply this number by our divisor, 2 times 4. And 2 times 4 is 8. So we're going to write that 8 right here underneath our top 8. And then our next step is to subtract. These are the numbers we're subtracting, 8 minus 8. So 8 minus 8 is 0. So I'm going to draw my line and put a 0 down there at the same time. And then we bring down. And this is the number we're going to bring down right here, this 4. So we're going to write it right next to the 0. And then our next step is divide. After we bring down, we go back to the top and we divide. Always by this divisor. 4 goes into 4. Or how many groups of 4 are in 4? And I hope you said it's just 1. So we're going to write our 1 back up here at the top. And then our next step is multiply. So we're going to take this number and multiply it by our divisor, 1 times 4. And 1 times 4 is 4. And we're going to write that right here. And then we're going to look at our next step, which is to subtract. This is where we subtract. So we're going to subtract. And when we do that, we are going to say 4 minus 4 is 0. And we're going to look back up here and say, do I have any more numbers to bring down? I don't. So I'm finished. So 84 divided by 4 is 21. So remember, we divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. You continue to do those steps every time until there's no more numbers to bring down. We always multiply the number up here by the divisor. And then when we get that answer, we bring it down here. We subtract, we bring down, then we ask ourselves again, how many groups of 6 will go into 36? We said 6 will, so we wrote it up there. 6 times 6 is 36. And 36 minus 36 is 0. We have nothing else to bring down, so we're finished.